Hey guys, welcome back. I wanted to come today with all about gastric bypass. I was able to figure out my camera because it kept like zooming in my face and y'all don't want to see all this mug shot. So I was like, last night I was up late trying to figure out what is going on with my camera. But if anybody wanted to know what I'm using a cell phone Android. It's a Galaxy S8 Plus, and I do all my videos and my editing from my camera, my cell phone. So if you wanted to know that. So let's get into this video. All right. So I wanted to just I'm prepared today. I have some little notes here. So every time I'm looking down, I'm looking at my notes. So I wanted to go into, I did a little bit of research, stuff I already know, and just a little bit of research on the bypass, the gastric bypass, because that is what I'm receiving. If you guys want me to go into the lap band, or the sleeve, I can definitely do that. I can do some research on them, but I'm just doing a video on this because this is what I'm receiving for my surgery. So what it is your surgeon, your stomach, what they're gonna do, they're gonna cut your stomach and they're gonna leave your stomach. They're gonna have two parts in your stomach. So one part is gonna be a small pouch, and the other part is going to be the rest of your stomach. So your stomach is going to stay in there. They're not taking nothing out. They're just cutting it and stapling it back together. So that you have this little teeny pouch in there, and they staple it. They staple your new stomach and they staple your old stomach. Nothing goes in your old stomach. It's just there. It's just going to be sitting there chilling. So, and then what they do is with your new stomach, they attach it to the small intestines, and then it just goes out. Your bowel just goes out. So it bypasses your stomach and some of your small intestines as well. So like a lot of people say, I get full easy and it goes out, like my metabolism is up high. It's because your pouch is small and it already bypassed all those large intestines, and it's connected to the small intestines now. So there's no all that extra stuff down there. It's just bypassing into the small intestines and then going out. So I love that part. It's the little pouch is mostly called the resistant area because it resists a lot of food. So you're not going to be able to overeat. So yeah, you will not be able to eat a lot at all. Like they tell you to start getting a kid plate and put small portions in it, because you're not going to be able to eat because your pouches is small. Just small, literally small. And your real stomach was like this big. That was this small. Really that too much can fit in there. So with that, your food goes out fast. They say one big key thing with my mom, because like my old videos, I let you guys know she's already had the procedure and is in a year and a half. So she's found out like tricks and traits of what is good for her. So definitely, she said, chew your food slowly, chew it good, chew it well, because you ain't gonna be able to really swallow if you trying to, you can't, you're not going to be able to eat like that anymore. You're not going to be able to eat like dog out some food. You're not going to be able to. You're going to have small portions, small pieces in your mouth and chewing really slow. I know my mom say still in a year and a half in, she still cannot stand, like, it can't be dry food. Like, if the chicken is too dry, she can't really eat it. Fish, she's hard. She can't even eat fish because the fish is too dry to her. So even when she baked it, it was still too dry. You know, I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, it's juicy. But for her, it was still too dry. So really, it's, you get to the point of like, you have to really know your body. You're starting all over. You have to learn your body all over again. So, make sure small portions, eat slowly as you can, and you can't drink after. You can't drink while you eat. You can't do that anymore. So they tell you to drink 30 minutes after you eat, or don't drink nothing 30 minutes before you eat. So in between that time, a lot of people are like, oh my God, you know, I gotta eat. And, you know, I'm an eater and a drinker. So I know my mom, since she's been in it for a while, she's able to take maybe a sip, because if you drink too much, you're going to be full. You're not going to be able to eat anything at all. It's just you're not going to get any food because you done drunk and your pouch is all full. So you don't have any more room to even eat anything. Another thing, my mom said, a lot of people are saying that your hair shed, your hair fall out. You know, I'm like, okay, I don't want my hair to fall out. But it is true, because my mom had a lot of shedding. But she told me, even my dietitian told me to get biotin. Biotin is a vitamin that you can take for your nails, your hair, and your skin. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase. I have some little chewable ones, but I'm going to get some pills to go ahead and start getting it in my system. So if you're wanting to get approved, if you're approved in 3 months, I'll go ahead and start taking it, because biotin is good anyways, even if you're not getting your surgery. It's good for women, for their skin, their hair, and their nails. So definitely go ahead and start taking the biotin. If it's 3 months, go ahead and take that first month. Go ahead and take it for all 3 months. Even 6 months. I would, if you don't get approved until 6 months, I would still go ahead in that first month, go ahead and start taking them. So it'll be in your system, and then you won't have as much shedding, because my mom did not have that much shedding because she took those pills. I'm not saying those magical pills are not going to make your hair not fall out. I'm not saying that, because her hair did fall out, but it was not as bad as some cases I've heard. Even my aunt, she also has the surgery, the bypass, and she took biotin 6 months before, all 6 months, and she had not severe shedding of the hair. So definitely, ladies, let's go ahead and get that biotin, because we need to get the skin right, these nails right, and baby, we don't want to lose that much hair, because we're going to lose some hair. I lose hair now. I'm natural, and when I go through a couple of weeks of not washing my hair and I'm combing it out, I'm already shedding hair. So I got to go ahead and get that biotin. So another thing I wanted to go into is dumping. That's the key word of it. I think that's the best way that they could have described it, a name for it, because it is dumping. Like, dumping is when you eat something that you just not supposed to be eating, because when you get your little big book of things to do and not to do, it tells you how much sugar you can intake. And I think it's like 15 grams, 12 grams, something small grams. So let's say you wanted to eat a little piece of candy. That little piece of candy will hurt you. Like, have you on your side in the bed about that little piece of candy. Because my mom, you in the learning process. So some things she'll get, like candies that is sugar free and it still has a little bit of sugar, she still can't handle it. So you just kind of got to know your body and, you know what I'm saying, see what you can and can't eat. If you can't eat it, I'll definitely just write it down. Keep a memo of things that you can eat and can't eat. I'm going to definitely do that. I'm going to put a list of things I can eat and what I can't eat. And then, you know what I'm saying, I'll know. And then I can let y'all know if I can and can't eat it. And dumping, the symptoms are nauseation, cramping. You have diarrhea, sweating, vomiting, and heart racing. Your heart starts racing. With your little pouch, it cannot absorb a lot of sugar at all. Because my mom, my kids were over her house and they had, those Lunchables. And it was an Oreo in it. And she took a bite. When I say a small bite, I mean it was a small bite. And the lady just I seen her started sweating. She was, oh my God, it's hot. Is it hot? I'm like, no, it's not hot. She was just sweating. I'm just saying, sweating coming down. And next thing you know, she tried to get up, but her legs were weak. I mean, really weak. She couldn't stand up. The lady could not stand up. And she started feeling that nauseation feeling. And women, if you know when you were pregnant, that nauseation feeling, that I don't like that feeling. I do not like that feeling. But that's the feeling you have. You feel it. So my one key thing my mom said is to get you a pack of Tums. Tums will be your best friend, your lover, everything to you. Your one and only, because those Tums will settle down your stomach. My mom recommended the berry kind because the regular kind is too sweet. She can't handle it. So she definitely told me to get the berry ones. The berry ones do really good. So I would definitely, if you get Tums, I'll get like a little bag or a pill bottle and put so many in your purse. If you have a lunch, you go to work, just have them everywhere you go, because that is going to be your savior, because it helps tremendously if you start feeling that nauseation feeling. But another thing, some people I've heard, they don't have it so much severe. Like my aunt, she doesn't have dumping symptoms that much. But for her, I would say is, my nutrition said, if you go through those symptoms so many times, that dumping syndrome, it will get lesser and lesser because your body is, able to absorb more sugar. So after a while, you'll still have those symptoms, but they won't be as severe. So definitely, ladies, let's not overdo with the sugar. If your nutrition said this is your limit of sugar, let's stay into that. Let's stay into that little safe hole. And so we won't be, gaining on your weight back. You won't gain it back fast because your stomach is like this small, but it will stretch and it will go back to your regular size. And then we will be back here again. So let's avoid that. And another thing I wanted to point on is, a lot of people are scared of the staples. My surgeon, that was one thing a lot of people were asking about, because they heard so many stories that the procedure, the stitches start leaking. It started leaking. But my surgeon was saying that technology and experiences, it is to the point they know what they are doing with those staples. My surgeon has been he's been doing this over 20 years. So his customers, his patients, the reviews, I haven't seen one review saying that someone had a problem with leaking. Even my mom, being a year in, she hasn't had a problem with leaking. So what I can tell you, because I can't say that you're not going to get any leaking in your stomach. Just do your research on your surgeon. When I say do a research, make sure the ins and outs, how many times he done did it, how many successful operations that he's done. Do your research so you know for yourself that this is a surgeon for you. And I did my research. My mom did her research, and it's been a year out, and she hasn't had any complications. So, you know, it's to a point you got to trust your surgeon. You got to put your life in his hands to make sure that he knows what he's doing when he's in there fixing you up. But I know I've heard a lot of people say they had leaking, but that comes in to say that you have to make sure you find the right surgeon and do your research. Do your research. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this short. Definitely make sure if you want to go ahead. Well, it's not cutting short. It's like 15 minutes in. What am I talking about? Yapping. Yeah, I did do my hair different. The little puff, I washed it. So I was like, let me do something different with my hair today. But guys, go ahead. If you have any questions, any concerns, definitely comment down below. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any more videos that I'm making. Definitely like the video if you enjoyed it, and then if you found the information really good for you. And the only thing I have coming up is next month I have an appointment with my primary care doctor again. So we're gonna see if this one is a little bit more easier, because I had some problems. You go ahead and go watch the other video about my primary care doctor. Whew, a little hiccup. Ooh, Lord, but it's over. We got it. I got that signature. That's all that matters. But the only thing I have coming up is that. But if I do have any other appointments come up, I'll definitely let you guys know. And I am doing another video of my initial weigh-in, as in you see how much I weigh, because I want you guys to know, where I started and where I'm wanting to get to. So I definitely want to share that with you guys. So definitely have a blessed day. All right, bye guys.